Hey everyone, before we dive into this story, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss stories like this. I never thought a single smirk could shatter what little patience I had left. But that night, when Olivia walked in at 1:47 a.m., everything inside me finally fell into place. Not with anger, but with clarity. She dropped her purse onto the couch, kicked off her heels, and gave me that look she always used when she wanted to minimize my feelings. A raised eyebrow, a lazy grin, and then the words I'd heard too many times. "Oh, please, Ethan, you'll never find anyone better than me." For a long moment, I stayed silent. Silence was the one thing she couldn't twist into an argument. She rolled her eyes as if she'd already won, as if I was too afraid to leave, too dependent, too forgiving. She turned toward the kitchen, still humming, still careless, as if her late-night disappearances over the past weeks were nothing. Just 6 months ago, we had been the couple everyone envied. Steady jobs, predictable routines, laughter that came easy. Then she got her promotion, new friends, and endless after-hours team events. At first, I gave her the benefit of the doubt, then patience, then excuses. Eventually, I realized the only thing I was giving away was myself. That night felt different. Maybe it was the alcohol on her breath, the way she tossed her coat over the chair like this home wasn't ours. Or maybe it was simply that I'd reached the end of pretending. She poured herself a glass of water and leaned against the counter. "You're doing that judging thing again," she said. "Don't be dramatic. I told you it's just work stuff." Work stuff didn't leave lipstick on her collar. Work stuff didn't make her phone buzz at midnight with names she refused to explain. Work stuff didn't turn affection into obligation. Still, I didn't accuse her. I didn't interrogate. I'd learned that trying only led to gaslighting, making me doubt my own instincts. Instead, I simply nodded. "Okay," she blinked confused. "Okay," I said. "That's it for tonight. You look tired." Her confusion shifted into smugness. She thought I was backing down again, folding into place. She smirked, satisfied, and disappeared into the bedroom. But I stayed awake. The next morning, she woke to the smell of coffee, something I once made for her out of affection. She walked into the kitchen, robe on, hair messy, phone in hand. "So, are we still doing the silent treatment?" she asked. "Or did you remember that you're lucky to have me?" There was again her strange, delusional confidence. I handed her a mug. "Actually," I said, "I've been thinking." She paused mid-scroll. "About what?" "About what I deserve." She scoffed. "You're overthinking again." I wasn't, and that's when I gave her something she never expected. "I'm leaving, Olivia." Her laugh died instantly. "Leaving? What are you talking about?" I grabbed the small suitcase I'd already packed, just the essentials, and placed it by the door before turning to her. "You haven't really been here for months," I said. "And last night, you made one thing clear. You think I couldn't find someone better? The real problem is, I can't even find you anymore." She stared, stunned. "You're being ridiculous. You're just insecure. You always twist things." "No," I said. "That's what you do." For the first time, she had no comeback. She reached for my arm, but I stepped back. The shock on her face said it all. She never thought I'd create distance. She never thought I'd choose myself. "Ethan," she said, voice small, "can we just talk about it?" "We've already talked," I said. "You just never listened." She looked away, breathing unevenly. "So what? What now? You're just done." "Yeah," I said quietly. "I'm done choosing a relationship you stopped choosing." I opened the door, expecting her to yell, to lash out, to hurl insults meant to tether me. Instead, she whispered, "You won't actually leave." But I did. I stepped into the morning air, suitcase rolling behind me, and for the first time in a long while, the weight on my chest lifted. I didn't know exactly where I was going or what came next, but I knew what I wasn't doing anymore. Shrinking myself to fit inside someone else's indifference. 2 weeks later, her message came. Long, apologetic, full of explanations and promises. I read it twice and set the phone down. For years, I had waited for those words. Now, they felt hollow too late. I didn't reply. Leaving wasn't about finding someone better. It was about finally choosing someone who deserved the effort I'd been wasting on myself. Months later, I moved into a small, quiet apartment. The silence felt peaceful instead of lonely. I filled my days with work, morning runs, and dinners with friends I neglected while trying to keep a failing relationship alive. Life wasn't perfect, but it was honest again. One afternoon, grabbing coffee downtown, I saw Olivia cross the street. She looked different, less certain, almost unsure. For a moment, it seemed she might come over, but she didn't. Our eyes met briefly, and in that second, I realized I felt neither anger nor longing, just quiet acceptance. We were finally done. As I walked away, the barista called my name, and I smiled, free of the tension that had followed me for so long. Healing didn't come all at once. It arrived in small, steady moments like this. And that's when I understood leaving wasn't about proving anything. It was about reclaiming the parts of myself I'd ignored for too long. I finally felt truly free.